Bichon picks up, and they've got a short field. They've got another goal. It's tied up at 12. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here.
Can Lola Dam chase that one down? That is a score for Hartlinger Elferkel. Fantastic run by Julia Lölgen.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge.
And we believe that requires knocking down the paywall.
We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch, and we want them to go viral.
When you become a member, you enable us to improve our working relationships with tournament organisers, events and federations.
And you'll help us to produce live stories for Ultimate fans, and to generate new fans with our enhanced content.
We are a group of Ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts, and we want to bring you coverage on a more consistent basis. We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Ciao ragazzi, support the community.
Let's subscribe Ulti TV. There's lots of the videos, posting, everything. Check it out. They are the best one. Woo!
If you want to grow Ultimate Sports, become a member of Ulti TV.
Regardez Ulti TV. Deviens un membre d'Ulti TV et fais grandir ta communauté.
Stop Ulti TV. Salme, eroginkime, Ultimate Vandromena.
Si quieres ayudar a Ulti TV, puedes ser miembro de Ulti TV.
Everyone, follow Ulti.tv on Instagram, on YouTube. They've got everything.
Best content.
Like their pictures if you love Freespeed. Just do it.
We're counting on you.
Bli medlem på Ulti TV.
Became member
of Ulti TV.
Mamma mia.
Contribue au développement d'Ultimate avec Ulti TV.
Like and subscribe, Ulti TV, the best in the world.
We want to grow Ultimate.
we want to grow Ultimate. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We have our signature style 2-camera setup,
with thousands of hours of experience.
and our crew is globally dispersed to facilitate coverage everywhere around the world. We can also scale back our broadcast with just one elevated camera, or scale up with 2 fields, 2 cameras, and 2 commentators on each.
We work with local teams and we all have the same mission, to grow the sport and bring it to new people by providing live coverage and new stories.
Become a member today on our Patreon page.
And fund our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories, ideas and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Yo.
Hello, hello. Okay. I couldn't hear anyone though.
Yes, so.
And a huge one goes deep.
Becky has it in her cross, and it's a goal! My goodness, Elise Becker, you legend!
The break side, Murphy, and then floats that one out. Huge bid, gets the touch. What a grab! TV! Meistering immediately launches it deep, got the shot down. No! Don't you dare do this! Finney!
Oh my god!
Who let you move to Europe? This is disgraceful behaviour. I didn't realise you had a check, doppelganger. Don't you look at the camera like you know what you did.
The receiver
honestly.
had no chance to actually check his feet. Seems like everyone will agree.
Connor. Yes, Connor. Have you signed up to the Multi-TV Patreon yet? No, not yet. Why? We best get on it before London Invite. They've got 16 of the best men's and women's teams from around Europe, and it's the last stop before Worlds, and it's only $3.50 a month. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Well, I'll get on it late. It's on the right tab for you.
Hold on.
And welcome to the second day of the Swiss Championships. It is a beautiful day out here in Nyon, Switzerland. I am joined with you. I host Corey Sostre along with the brilliant and magnificent Val Schinderlin. Val, how does it feel to be here today?
Yeah, it feels great. Thank you. It's a beautiful day.
Again, we love having you in the booth. Love having you commentating with us. She's going to be commentating 2 games today, so it's going to be amazing. Again, just an unfortunate kind of injury that sidelined her right now. But again, we appreciate having her in with us in the booth. Shouts out to everybody watching it. You just let us know where you're watching it from. And yeah, what can we expect from these teams?
I think it's going to be a really hard-fought game. Basel has been in the finals for as long as everybody can remember. So for them, this is a new thing to be fighting for the 3rd place. And I think Crazy Dogs in front is going to really, really want that win.
Precisely. I think that was beautifully put. We've seen the Crazy Dogs in 2 of our streams yesterday, and also we do have the pleasure of watching Freespeed, who has been the Swiss national champs from 2007, 2011, 2014, 2015, 2018, and 2019. So you can tell that's a lot to say. And we have play going with Freespeed on offense. Disc is going up. As you see here, Freespeed moving it around, not becoming super easy, as we can tell, and that's what we expected from this Crazy Dog defense, as we saw yesterday. They have energy, they have swag, and they have determination going with them. As it seems like Freespeed having some trouble. Oh, and what a snag there to get up, but they still haven't crossed midfield. And a hammer! But it's just too much for number 7, David Mingser. And Crazy Dogs are taking the disc. As we saw, number 96, Ramon Klaus, had a huge game on both of their streams and chucks it down deep, but chucks it to the wrong player, number 11, Jules Neve. Neve throws it to number 7, David Minzinger. Van Bersen. Back to Minzinger. And it's down deep. And it's a snag by number 16, Olivier Gogle. And it's another snag. What a sequence of events. Again, a first score from Oliver Gergler, number 60 for Freespeed. And yeah, what did you think of that point? I mean, there was just a lot happening. It was very intense. You could feel the pressure, but just...
Yeah, absolutely. And to need the hammers to finally get downfield just shows that the defense was probably quite intense from Crazy Dogs as well.
Exactly. I mean, like we said, this potentially could have been... You know, they always say it's a 3rd place game, but this potentially could have been a finals game. Like you've mentioned before, Freespeed usually always just about in the finals, so it's rare to see them in this 3rd place game. And the Crazy Dogs, having beaten a lot of games early, again, in our stream, we've seen them beat the FSL Flying Saucers Leung 15-5, and then Platz Urch on Universe Point in our pre-corners that we saw earlier, but then they lost to Fab also within the the semifinals, excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think neither team wants to give anything to the other team for this game. So the intensity is going to stay really strong, hopefully, for the whole duration of the game.
I believe so, and even then, it seems like they have something to play for. I mean, you know, you're in the 3rd place game in the Open Division, which is an accomplishment in itself, but also both teams are relevant foes, so, you know, you want to beat them. You want to win this game to kind of prove some swag to yourself.
Definitely.
So we see here, Crazy Dogs take the disc. Number 64, Simon Ittman. It looks like disc is being at half field with Aaron Riedler. Vitiliano. They're in the red zone right now looking. Oh, and almost a bid from Freespeed, but it's not enough. And we see the Crazy Dogs take one back. Number 50, Basel Ferrer for the score. And he likes nodding, as we saw there in this celebration.
That's right.
And no, folks, we didn't just come up with that. That is actually one of his fun facts. He likes to nod. So we see here, too, just a little bit more about our teams. Freespeed going back to the semifinals yesterday, if you hadn't caught up, lost to the Panthers 13-14 in a universe point. Both teams having a few turns, kind of giving the disc back and forth, but the Panthers ultimately pulling it out, and that's why we see them in the finals in Freespeed in the third place game. So we see here just an update 1-to-1. Fun to fun. And again, we're living large. Another hot day in Lyon. A little bit windy, not too bad, you think? I mean,
not too bad so far. Yeah, we'll see how it goes for the rest of the game, but this is nice. Very nice day.
I was about to say, you have a nice day, you have a great staff, great volunteers. Again, shout out to the Swiss Federation for having us here in the Swiss National Champs, or Swiss Champs, excuse me. And yeah, we're just living large, having fun. As we see a pull from Ramon Klaus all the way down. Is it going to stay in bounds? And it just misses. And I also do want to say, everyone, the yellow line is the out of bounds line. I say this every game, but just because we're also getting confused with the white lines, they're a little bit harder to see, but it's all right. You know, we'll tell you if it's in or out, and you'll see as well. As Freespeed take it to the brick. Number 28, Migliorado throws a hammer to number 66. It's not on the roster. We have Niev, throws it back to 66. Freespeed in the red zone here. Scanning around, throwing around, slamming around as they get a 2-1 hold. Freespeed up for the score. As we also see here, we're just kind of scanning around. We're seeing stands are getting piled up. We have other teams starting to fill in. We have neighbors, community members, families, volunteers starting to fill in too. You love to see it. You love the support here for the Swiss Nationals and the love that we've been getting so far. So again, shouts out to everybody here. Shouts out to the Swiss Federation. Shouts out to Alti TV. We do this with all of your support, and we could not be more grateful. And with that being said, if you have any friends, any family members that also want to support us, please turn into our patrons. We accept donations. We accept likes, subscribes, shouts outs in the chats. Tell Val, hey, that she's doing a great job for her first time. We'd love to have it. As we see a deep pull from Freespeed, number 27, Müller. Crazy Dogs. Back with Itman. Itman being a catalyst within their handler set, as we've seen too. He likes to facilitate the disc along with number 96, Ramon Klaus. And it's a deep shot for the Crazy Dogs, and they're going crazy for a second score of the game. Ties it up 2-2. They're not giving each other any space early in this game. And that's exactly kind of what we expected so far. Really tight game, not many errors. Because both teams, if you give them the errors, they'll capitalize. Absolutely.
This was very nice handling play from the players of Crazy Dogs for this point.
So we see here just a beautiful chuck downfield by number 47, Patrick Minder. And a fun fact about him, he said he's got bitten by a crazy dog. Maybe that's why he joined the Crazy Dogs. You know, maybe how vampires turn into, if you get bitten by a werewolf, you turn into a werewolf or a vampire. Got bitten by a crazy dog. But nonetheless, another corny joke for me. A pull down deep from Crazy Dogs for Freespeed. You see number 28 for Freespeed. Again, Luca Migliorado getting the pull. And they're already halfway field, kind of just dribbling between two players up the field. See what they can get. And it's a throw, and it's a catch by number 11, Gilles Niev. And again, just looked effortless. Before we could even see what was going on and identify people, they were just already at half field. And we can also see, too, again, number 28, Luca Migliorado being a facilitator for the handler offense on that O-line, moving it throughout the disc, but all of these players have the ability to catch and throw any kind of throw, so you have to mark your person as closely as possible. And Crazy Dogs do that, so that looking, facilitating, and flowing as well as it did is kind of shocking so far.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back with Crazy Dogs getting the pull. Riedel up to midfield to Itman. Itman looking, and it's caught by Vitiliano. Vitiliano looking around, seeing if he has any options. Fur trying to get there, and it's a catch. Get by Riedel. Riedel secures the catch, and Basel Fur is on fire, nodding away. I think that's his third score of the game.
Something like that, yes.
And that's all 3 points that Crazy Dogs need to level it up. We're back level, no space given. And wow, we are in for a treat so far.
Yeah, this is awesome.
As we rate right now, we're just going through all of the cool merch that the Swiss Federation has given us, also provided with the tournament and also local clubs. And we just have a nice brochure here about, just some of the rules and getting other people within the game. And so one interesting point that I like to talk about is about the spirit circles that happen either before or after, or even sometimes both during the games.
Mm-hmm.
Val, can you just give us a little bit of insight on that, kind of, what it's like being in those circles? What do you talk about, maybe how things are?
Yeah, I think the spirit circle is a very, very important part of the game. It forces you to think about what the other team did, how they played, get some compliments and also some constructive feedback. And I think that's a really awesome part of it. Before you're allowed in a way to celebrate fully, just remember that there was another team you played against, and make sure that you include them in what the game was about. And,
exactly. And I mean, we are competitors. We do play for the love of the game, but we are people first. And that's what I really like about the game as well, too, having that sense of humility.
Definitely.
And as we see here, Freespeed already back up to midfield. Again, in the hands of Migliorado. Just having the disc. It looks like he has the disc almost at all times, but all of them do too, as you see Menzinger. And it's a deep shot again.
And
for
it's in.
The score. Freespeed. Free in the speed, free in the score, free in their offensive flow. Up 4-3. And an impressive drive. Again, both O-lines look very sharp. It's hard for the defenses to get any turns to capitalize on their opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
As we see here, just a great throw by Migliorado. It was like a high release across the field shot, and that was just on the money. Wow. As we see here, Freespeed ready to throw. Gets it down. Charlie Cross, number 20, pulls it deep, and the Crazy Dogs are ready to get into action. As you see here, a split stack. Oh! And Basel Fur with the concentration to get the disc back. Freespeed looking like they're in a bit of a zone look here. Maybe trying to get some turns, and they almost got lucky with that. As number 16, Leon Vitiliano, gets a Scooby time. Back to Fur. Freespeed with a great zone, pinning them on the sideline. That's what you want to do. But Crazy Dogs throwing some scoobers out here. It's Scooby time. That's what we were missing yesterday. Freespeed in some trouble here. Maybe not. The Crazy Dogs might be in trouble themselves as they're swinging the disc. It's slow, but there's no contest as it's still up. Fur, back to Fur. As they move across the halfway point. Zroth throws it up line. And it's a pick called by Freespeed, and the disc is thrown back to Riedel. As you can see here, Freespeed players telling the sidelines to chat them up, give them some advice. A violation called against Crazy Dogs. To cross field to number 47, Patrick Minder. Pick called, but it is thrown. As they have a discussion here too.
Sims deciding if the call affected the throw, but it does go back.
As you can see here, some players talking right now. Unless maybe there's contact or foul on the throw, if it's just a pick call, since they didn't catch it and throw it away, it should be a turn.
And it is a turn.
We see 94, Jacob Imbinger on the mark, causing the turn on number 47, Patrick Minder.
This is the first turn we've had in a really long time.
So you see Freespeed pick up the disc, see if their D-line, can operate well. It's number 14, Gazder throws it up line. Gazder getting the disc back, looking up line, seeing if anybody's deep, fakes it out. Schneider. And Freespeed just facilitating the disc, getting it up the field, almost the red zone, but they throw it away too. That's 2 turns this point, and these are the most amount of turns we've seen in 1 point so far. And Fur chucks it deep to Riedel, but it's just out of the way. Hitting Jim a little bit too much on that throw as it's out of the reach for Riedel. And we see number 14, Tashin Kazder picks up the disc, is going to take it to the front cone. The Freespeed D-line has another opportunity at O-line. As you can see right here in this replay, just too far. Kazder throws it deep, maybe a little miscommunication, but it's still floating in the air. It has plenty of space. And it is caught by Minder, the other team for the Crazy Dogs, as the Crazy Dogs have another opportunity on O. And we chuck it deep. Minder, maybe with the bookends, maybe with the sky, but not today, as it is denied by number 21, Nico from Freespeed. That was amazing.
That was a really nice block.
So we see here in the replay, great shot there by our production crew, and allows us to see both players going up for the disc, but Nico just having a better reach and smacking it out of the air from Patrick Minder. And Minder's probably the tallest person on the field right now. Freespeed moving it up the line. Disc with number 19, Bao. Bao throws it to Ebinger. Ebinger chucks it deep. Is it going to get there? It gets there for a catch. And a score by number 20, Charlie Cross. And that is a break for Freespeed, taking them to 5-3. Oh my goodness, we just had a great battle, I should say, there on that point. Multiple turns, multiple deep shots. And as you can see here, Freespeed celebrating with a score and a break. And that's the game's first break.
Yes, it is. That was a really big run to the end of the end zone there. A very nice catch from number 20.
It was an amazing catch. Honestly, I thought he might have had to bid there for a second. It looks like it was just out of reach, but Charlie Cross can put on the burners, he can get the disc, and he can score just like that. As we see here, tell us where you're watching from. Again, we're having a beautiful day in Nyon, Switzerland. It's 11:06 a.m. Probably have had your daily digestion of coffee, tea, whatever substance you drink, whatever beverage early in the morning. Maybe, you know, drink that as well too. Let us know where you're from so we can say hello. And Freespeed back on D. Crazy Dogs trying to stop the roll, but it is rolling out of bounds. And as we see here, number 50, Basel picking up the disc. It's another cup. The cup was successful before in causing turns. The Crazy Dogs trying to find an answer. Fleur back to Klaus. Vitiliano. Scooby time. Back to Klaus. To Itman. Back to Klaus. As you can see here, the Crazy Dogs getting halfway through the field, but they're using a lot of their main handlers here on this point as they see how important it is to get this point back. Klaus with the disc. Fakes a throw. Vitiliano throws it to number 9, Willie. Willie takes a shot in the indie zone to Judo Hauser. As we see here, number 48, Simon Judo Hauser with the score. Fun fact about him, he is the Yeti master. Run you must, he says. I don't know if I want to be associated with that. And as we see here, we're getting some shouts outs in the chats. Wisconsin, shout out there. Again, back from home, the States of America. Always repping. Milan says I gotta stop shouting, but I gotta get hyped. We have Jackie Smith from New Zealand. It's pretty close to our boy Jack in the back from Australia. And we have Rietz from Italy. And the final, a great question, a great setup. We have the Flying Angels of Bern versus the Panthers of Bern for the open division, and for the final in the women's division, we have Fabulous versus Swarm. Great games coming up with you, and we have a great game now as Freespeed come back on offense. Fakes a deep shot. Fooled me on that one, Van Bursen. And they're moving it up the field. Freespeed making it look effortless. Maybe because it is effortless going from their O-line. Oliver Gaudler with another score, and Freespeed up 6-4. As we see here, just kind of comparing both of the teams, maybe the atmospheres of both teams. Some might think that Crazy Dogs are kind of down in their head, getting a little maybe conscious about what's happening, but I disagree. I think they're getting focused in the game. They're realizing how important these points are, and sometimes just that level of focus, maybe not celebrating so much after the end of the points, or just getting hyped up, it helps. And they know they have a mission going on, especially since they're coming out on O-line. In comparison, we see Freespeed hands up. As we patiently wait. Casper Mueller shoots it downfield for the pole. It's staying up there. Freespeed running to the disc. Vitiliano catches the disc. And they're coming out. Looks like back in that cup that gave them some success. Vitiliano again. It's getting up to Itman. Back to Vitiliano. Really working within their handler sets right now. As you see, number 12 catches it for the Crazy Dogs. Yannick Monaco. Monaco scanning. Goes to Fitter. Oh, that's Rito, excuse me. Back to Vitiliano. And it's up. And that is accuracy. It's number 50, Basel Flitter. Itman. And they're in the red zone right now, the Crazy Dogs. Punching it in. And it is caught by number 12, Yannick Monaco. Honestly, looking kind of effortless right there through the zone, and maybe even a switch from Freespeed to person around that halfway mark.
Yeah, they were quick to adjust to that zone put by Freespeed. It seems like Crazy Dogs has figured out a way to break it and then play their own game.
And now that I'm thinking too, do you maybe think Freespeed are going to continue in that zone? Or do you think they're going to stick with it or go back to person?
I think it's been twice in a row they broke it quite easily, so we'll see. Maybe they'll put on a different zone or just back to men, yeah.
As we see here, I think you're right about that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And sometimes it is breaking right now. As we see here, Itman throwing the disc up. It's number 50, Fowler to Monaco for the score. And the fun fact about Yannick Monaco, excuse me, is that apparently he's the most beautiful player on the team. Sometimes the players come up with this. Maybe this is a team-voted elective. Not sure you can come up with that one. And the Freespeed are moving it up the line. Number 11, Niev. Throws it to number 28, Miglirado. Throws it to Menzinga. Miglirado. Fake shot from Van Bessen. But it is caught regardless. And it is a nice shot. As we see here, Menzinger laying out close, but no dice on that pass. And now we see the Crazy Dogs with an opportunity on defense to get a break from a turn. But they have some work to do. So we see Ramon Klaus picking up the disc from the back of the end zone. Klaus walking up with the disc. As we see here, Crazy Dogs are coming out. It's another zone from the Freespeed O-line here. As we see them getting ready to throw the disc. Number 62, Kristen, goes back to number 9. And they're still working up the disc. One throws it back. De Court throws it midfield, and it's going to get there, and it's not going to get there. Still with the D-line of the Crazy Dogs. Oh, and what an attempt to stay in bounds, but it was just out of bounds from Klaus. Getting hard to see with the yellow lines here. Menzinger with the disc. Throws it to Van Beersen. Van Beersen chucks it deep. Is it going to get there? It does get there. Is a catch from who other than Olivier Galloug. Again, with about a few more scores in this game. And Freespeed, after a little bit of a hiccup and a scare, get the score right to get it to 7-5 and could potentially break for half. So we see here just a couple of replays for the drops from Freespeed. A great bid, but a better catch from Wassa. And then Wassa throws it along the sideline. Klaus so close to keeping that inbounds, but I think it was just out. And Freespeed doing what they do best, chucking it deep. And it is a score to capitalize that on. And it is a timeout called, it looks like. And as we see here, some interesting discussions going on in the comments between the finals, seeing if who are you rooting for in regards to, I guess, the finals, some discussions about the semifinals. Regardless of who you support or who you wanted, you can't deny that it was a great game. We have the pleasure of watching this game. As you can see, mountains everywhere, trains coming in, kids having fun. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
So you see here again, just checking out some of the cool swag that we got from our own Flow about the games. Swiss Ultimate promoting Ultimate Frisbee here. As you can see it throughout the community, it really is something to take in. It's amazing. We have a few discs here. Honestly, I wish I could take all of these home. This is pretty sweet.
Yeah, the disc with the nice
See
Matterhorn
right
in the
here,
background.
we got some of the disc. Yep. And then also, if you want to hold this
Yep.
one, we have some local clubs as well. Again, shouts out to Swiss Ultimate, having fun here. And we are back in the game with the Crazy Dogs. Vidialano has the disc. Minder shooting across the field, but it's to number 33, Riedle. Riedle throws! There's a little bit of a hand block there, but it's not enough for Monaco for the score. We see Casper Bullet just a little bit shaking up from that block. Real consultant just talking about everything, making sure he's okay. Again, and that's what we want to see within the game, the sportsmanship first, because we are people. But for the Crazy Dogs, that is a score, 7-6, quick and fast. The opportunity to go to break for Freespeed.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to work really, really hard to get a break. So it's probably good for them to have some nice quick points when they're on offense, so they can put all of their energy into the defense to get blocks and then turn them into points.
And as we see there on the replay too, again, since it happened right in front of us in the tent, we could hear the collision between the hands and the bodies. And again, we're glad Mila's getting up. He seems to be doing okay. But that was a collision and just a follow-through throw from Riedel to get the assist on that score. And it's another pull from Ramon Klaus for Freespeed, seeing if they can get it to half. Is it a throw? It's a pick called. We're seeing if it stays with Niev. And it is staying with Niev. Coming in at 0. Niev obstructing traffic. Throws it to Van Beersen. Scooby to Menzinger. Throws it up the line. Back to Menzinger. It's close pressure with Crazy Dogs. These throws are not coming easy at all. Niev has the disc. Looking around, trying to see any options. And it's another ham! It's a ham across the field. And it is a score inside of the field. Again, another score for Charlie Cross of the O-line for Freespeed. And that is half 8-6. What a half that was.
It's very clean ultimate played right there in front of us.
It's sort of mesmerizing in a way too, just to see where, you know, how they stand against each other. And again, I'm super excited for the second half as well.
Breakside Murphy, and then floats that one out. Huge bid, gets the touch. What a grab! DV!
He's in a great spot. He's in a perfect spot. Yes, his massive head has blocked everything. That was a huge play, but we have seen none of it. Finny, he's done it.
Voilà.
Welcome back to the Swiss Championships third place game. Some sweet videos from Alti TV in the Swiss Federation here, and let's get started back in the second half. We've been just seeing some great plays, great players, and as we see here, Freespeed come back out on defense in their cup. The wind is picking up a little bit here right now, but I don't think it's going to affect the Crazy Dog players. As we've seen, Itman throws it back to number 50, Basel Führer. Führer with the disc again. Throws it across to Viliano. Throws it to Riedel. Riedel, another hammer. Just hammer to Monaco across the field to Monaco. Throws it to space. Cheeky to throat for the score. As you can see, Itman doing a little toe tap celebration. Smooth as you like it to go up, or go make it 8-7. So we like to say in the commentary booth between all of us, that was very nice, very nice. And I think, too, Val, if we look in the distance, is that some Crazy Dog players as well, too, supporting the team on the field? Looks like the top right corner. Getting a little bit of a block.
Yep, it does look like it. I think you're right.
So you can hear the chants from the stadium, from the audience. That's awesome to see.
And the women's team will be in the the bronze game as well, just after this. So they might be here to cheer for the men as well.
So don't go anywhere, folks, for that as well. So we see here Freespeed back with the offense. And it looks like a little bit of a zone here, too, from Crazy Dogs. See if they can ask Freespeed some questions coming out of the half. We see Freespeed, number 37, Brudlin with the disc. Throws it to 6. Van Bersen. Bersen throws it to number 28, Migliorato. Van Bersen again. Menzinger. Van Bersen. Just right there. Number 60, Gagle. Van Bersen throws it. And it is a score to Menzinger. Freespeed breaking the zone easy. GG. Freespeed go up 9-7. So we can see this atmosphere. Birds are chirping in the background, but it's serious. The tension is high. The energies are high. It's like a chess match in a way, maybe a golfing match. Everyone's so focused. As you can see the replay, free to speed, great facilitation for a score. Van Bersen again getting a disc, one of their main handlers. Menzinger, a nice hybrid between handler and sometimes going deep, as we know they all have the capability of doing, catching another score for free speed. And that is a pull deep from Müller. Viliano gets the disc. Schiffer. Oh, and it's is a run through D by Charlie Cross, number 20. Picks up the disc. Is this another break for Freespeed? They're in the red zone. Charlie Cross getting it. They're moving it down. Ibinger. Back to Charlie Cross. Hammer time across the field. It is in. As you can see, players calling the disc out, and that is confirmed. I believe that looked out to me. And the Crazy Dogs O-line with another opportunity to punch it in. And we see Freespeed coming out, match defense, person to person. Ittman with the disc, Vitiliano. To see the disc. Fowler back with the disc. I think there's a pick call as they notice it on the field. Crazy Dogs looking around. And it's just out of the reach for Erik Riedel. Mueller picks up the disc for Freespeed, and it's going across, and it's dropped. He was throwing it across the stack, got deflected, and it was almost a catch by number 94, Jacob Ibinger. But not enough. Vitiliano with the disc for Crazy Dogs. A few turns this point. Cheek up here. Monaco with the fake, and a chuck deep. It's floating a bit. So you see a tangle up of players right there. Foul called. We see here Bruno Zoltz talking with Jacob Ibinger about the call. So we even heard maybe a few players saying you had no shot at the disc. So you see here the tangle up between all players. It looks like number 21, Nico, is the first one with the disc. And just a mosh posh of players. Again, you thought we were kidding about the fans in the stands, the audience. Nope. They are getting packed here for this open division third place game. Discussions are still going on. Looks like we've
turn call.
Come to resolution. And as Val stated earlier, it is a turn call from the Crazy Dogs. Freespeed picking up the disc. Kasper Müller getting ready for the sequence of play. Cross. To Müller. And strong catch right there by Bao. To Müller. And it's up the field again. We know Müller likes to shoot, but it's shot right to Ittman. Vitiliano with the disc. Inside throw. Fowler with the disc. Throws it to Monaco. And there's a pick called. But it looks like it wasn't affecting the play. So the disc stays. Vitiliano. And there's a miscommunication. It looks like Zrotz ran downfield instead of cutting under. And Freespeed throw it deep to number 94, Jacob Abinger, and he's a catch, and it's a break for Freespeed to go up 10-7 over the Crazy Dogs. And that is the second break of the game for Freespeed. As we see here, I believe this is a timeout call, it looks like.
Yeah, that looks like one. Everybody on the field.
I can only imagine what goes on in these timeout calls, but if you're the Crazy Dogs, I assume and I imagine you're probably talking about changing up those errors, seeing if you can get a break after you hold here and getting back in this game, because again, you're creating a gap with Freespeed 10-7, and Freespeed are no joke.
No, they're not.
Really put it on. And we see the Crazy Dogs break their huddle, getting ready to go, plotting their next move. As Freespeed has some shoes being tied. It was number 83, Nikolai Spekinger, on the Freespeed line, tying some shoes. Look at that. What a hat. Free to speed. Free to speed. Free speed. Free no speed. Pull it down the field. See Fowler picking up the disc, taking it to the brick. And they're up. Vidiano picks up the catch on the sideline. Fowler picks up the disc, catches it. Itman in the middle. It's getting a little scrappy in the middle of the field. Vidiano. Fowler chucks it deep. Is Roach going to get there? It's just too far out of reach. It's going out the back. And Freespeed with another opportunity to get a break. Kasper Müller picking up the disc. Ralph Ducalt marking. Cross chucks it deep to number 21, Nico, but it's out of here from the lengthy Patrick Mende. And sometimes you might have to catch your D, because I think after swatting it like that, it's put it back in the end zone. So now the Crazy Dogs have a way to go. So we see Fowler pick up the disc with Ramon Klaus back there with him. Mende. Fowler gets it ready. Fidelano takes it deep. And it's
that was a huge run.
It was a big run indeed, and it was just out of the reach, but not enough. Spekinga getting the disc up the field, back to Spekinga. To Kilsde. Oh! And Ramon Klaus says, get that out of here. An emphatic smack. And the Crazy Dogs are in great field position right on the edge of the end zone. Fakes it. High release, throws it across. And it's Dakot getting the score for the Crazy Dogs after a crazy point, making it 10-8. And he says, don't mock the Hulk. I think he was calling himself the Hawk there. That was pretty Hawk-like jump, I would say, for a score. See the replays. Look at this layout. Almost layout. Run through D, I should say, for Mamon Klaus, number 96. Fake high release. And just cool, as calm as you like it. Right across the middle. Dakot getting up there, using full extension for that catch. What a beautiful transition of the scenery there. Oh my goodness. That's what we get to see when we commentate here. Freespeed with the disc. And it's a chuck down deep from Niev. And number 37, Robin Brudelind with the catch, the headband coming in use there, blocking out the haters for score. Freespeed up 11-8, feeling great. As you can hear the players saying they're stoked, keep it up. Spackenham's number 11, Niev. And with this being 11-8, about the 52nd minute, Crazy Dogs are looking for some answers. Do you have any suggestions, maybe some answers that they could do, Val?
I don't know. Freespeed is looking strong. It seems like anything the Crazy Dogs try against them is easily or quickly figured out, broken, used to their advantage. I'm not sure, but I'm sure they have more ideas than me.
With that being said, Sue, I'm in the same boat as you are. I mean, the game is quickly slipping away. The Crazy Dogs have it in them. They got some dogs in their hearts. They have some players on the field. Sviliano picks up the disc, throws it to Fede. Fede looks it around. Riedel thinks about it. Riedel about to chuck it deep. Sidelines are getting into it. Fede again with the disc. Oh, Patrick Minder. Vidialano gets the disc again. And it's a close bid from Kazder, but not enough as Fede gets it. Hammer across the field to Zrotz. Bruno Zrotz chucks it deep to Itman. Itman not getting there. Out of reach. And Freespeed have another opportunity for a break. As we see here, Riedel looks it up and just the throw just a little bit out of reach for Itman. Kasper Müller with the disc. Kinga throws it up to Kroos. Charlie Cross. Kinga. And Simon Schneider throws the disc away. And Reeder picks it up. Vidialano coming to pick the disc up. Kasper Müller tosses it back to him. Right in front of our camera, we're getting ready to play. Crazy Dogs looking for something. Gets to the Fede. Vidialano. It's a tight one, and it's too tight to the earth's surface, and as it goes down to the ground. Schneider. Cross. Müller. Sekinger, you can see him streaking down the field. And that is a butter throw. Put it with the biscuit, folks. That was just simply amazing. Right here, we had Kasper Müller right in front of our tent, and I could just see Sekinger just running down the field, making a beautiful cut. And you don't get any better than that as a pitch and catch for a break for Freespeed, 12-8. And as I just described here, if you look all the way to your left, you can see the cut being made with some separation. That was a sweet score. And again, it looks like the game is just kind of slipping away here from the Crazy Dogs. They need some sort of answer to get back on track. The disc is up, and the Crazy Dogs are back on O with a deep pull. Ferre getting the disc, passes up to Viliano. Viliano fakes, looks. There's a poach there from Castor Michael in the middle. And that's floating, but it's all right. Zakut gets the disc with a one-hand snag, as we've seen before in the end zone. And it's just a little high. Freespeed, Müller with the disc. And a rare turn away from Kasper Müller. Gives Crazy Dogs midway possession. Crazy Dogs surveying the field. Willie. Ferre. Back to Willie. Viliano. No deep cuts in the space. Wasser. So to Viliano. And he chucks it deep. Ferre is in. Again, it's hard with the yellow lines to see, but it is in, and that is a score the Crazy Dogs desperately need to make it 12-9. So while we wait for this next point, Val, Jack from our production crew in the back on camera 1 asked me to say, what is your favorite throw?
My favorite throw when I used to play with Jack was the crossfield hammer to the end zone.
And even then, I think that's just being a little humbling too, because Jack was hyping this thing up. He said it was midpoint, halfway around the field, across the other cone. We've heard of the abilities. And honestly, you know, if it wasn't for the shoulder, I would have loved to see it.
You know, you shouldn't give all my secrets away because the Swiss haven't seen many of those yet.
As we see here, a lot of Swiss watching us today. We are going to be, as you can see, on YouTube, but we're also on local television being broadcast from several stations. So big shouts out to the Swiss Federation for that. Big shouts out for Ulti TV and also for you giving us the support it needs to do so as Freespeed come back on offense for a while. Benzinga. Miglirado. Hammer back to Benzinga. Benzinga throws it, and it's caught by Niev. Van Barston. Punching it in, they're looking around. Benzinga. Is there going to be any throws? It's a throw, and it is a catch to number 28, Luca Miglirado. And that is a score for Freespeed. Even though the offense hasn't come out in a while, they look just as crisp as they had before in the first half. 13-9. As we see here, number 28, Migliorato, catching the score there. Wanted to give him a shout out, 1, for catching the score there, and then 2, also for being a huge Patreon supporter to allow us to capture that moment so he can put in his highlights. Thank you again, Luca, for that. It was nice to see you score, and it's also nice to see you support our cause. And round of applause, as many of you can also support our cause. As we are growing, we are here today in Nyon, Switzerland, and we are also in France for the France Championships. Shouts out to our people over there. Benji on the comms. They're having fun as well. You can have fun too, switch through games. We'd prefer if you stay here, of course, but we don't mind if you go to France for a little bit. Take a vacation there. And it looks like the pull is out of bounds. Vidiano is walking it up to the brick. Another train count. I think that's 2 for the game, right? Crazy Dogs getting the disc up. Zrot showing the arm. Yannick Maiko going deep, but great box out technique. And Schneider's just enough to get it out the way there. Again, great box out technique by number 15, Simon Schneider. The shame cam on the hoops. I might have been able to make that one. I'm not going to lie to you. We want to see a dunk there. But right here, great technique by Schneider to ensure that Monaco can't get any space. Because Div. Fatikes Div. And it is a chuck downfield to number 15, Simon Schneider. Monaco again. And he comes up with it over 2 defenders. Almost for a score, but he's right there. And it's close. Try to see if I can see it. And it is a score for Freespeed. And another break to go up 14-9 in the 63rd minute of the game. That's Simon Schneider there. Great box out technique, and then also great use of his height to catch that pass right.
Yes, I didn't think that pass would be his, to be honest. I saw the Crazy Dogs run after him, get in front. I was like, this is it. But he got it and pulled it out. That was impressive. It
was like a Crazy Dog sandwich there. Crazy Dog had 2 defenders, but then Simon Schneider, being the filling inside, still catches it, moves it around for a score, and they are happy. Right now, as we wait to Freespeed looking to break 4 game at 15-9, but Crazy Dogs have some other plans in their agendas, trying to facilitate their offense, maybe to get it a comeback, I believe. Never too late for a comeback, especially with the caliber of these teams. But maybe I have a pipe dream. And the pull is up. Violano gives it. Willie with the disc. Jauda throws it to Ducot. Is he going to get there? He's not going to get there. And Freespeed with an opportunity in the game. Looks like there was a call in the field. Maybe a pick, but it was unaffected. So you see here Patrick Minda on the side, giving us the hand signals too. Tashin Kesde picking up the disc. Will this be the last time Freespeed pick up the disc? You see here our supporters and our staff organizers for the Swiss Federation giving a big shout out, again hosting us and also having great opportunities to allow us to do this. Could have done it without all of their help, and we thank them endlessly as we are back. Ebinga has the disc. Cruz. Miller. And it's a layout D from number 48, Jelda Hauser, the Yeti Master. And it is a score for Viliano. And what a layout from Jelda Hauser, the Yeti Master. Run you must, and he ran right through to get the D to allow the Crazy Dogs an opportunity at 14-10. The Yeti Master getting it right. And Willie with the score to Viliano. As we go back to the hat, I wonder what the story with that is. It's a great hat, honestly. And we are ready to go free speed. Have something cooking on O-line. Viliano chucks it deep on that pull. 360 spin. And it's just out of bounds. So we see Migliorado pick up the disc to go to the brick. Chucks it deep. Niev's running free. Can Ducot get there? Not in time. And Niev with the catch to put free speed up 15-10, and that is the game.
That is the game, yep.
Wow, what a game we had. First half was super close. The second half getting a little bit out of hand, but still high spirits, competitive natures. Both teams, a pleasure to watch. Great ultimate being played. We've seen Crazy Dogs three times this weekend, excuse me, and they've been a pleasure to watch every time. Free Speed first time. As you can tell, the quality is still there. They still have it. Again, you don't get to be this level just by not playing well, and they played well and gave us a great game. Again, Val, how was your first day commentating? What'd you think?
Yes, it was a really nice game to watch, be commentating. I'm glad you're here, otherwise we wouldn't have heard much commenting from my side, but
nonsense.
This is good. Yeah, very nice win for Basel, who is probably not going to be go home with the medal they expected, but with one nonetheless, which is good. And excited to see in the finals who will get gold. Yeah.
As we have here too, again, it's time to wrap it up. Another great third place game here with us at Ulti TV in the Swiss Federation. We are your commentators / hosts, Corey Sostre and Val Schleindl. And we are wrapping up, but don't go anywhere, folks, as we're bringing you the third place game, the Crazy Dogs and the Fly High women's team. But not just yet, folks, as we see some replays going on, some sick layouts, some sick catches. And again, while we sit here, look at that emphatic spike. And an amazing catch again by Simon Schneider. To recap what has been going on. And it looks like our friend in the hoops in the background made the shot. The plays like this allow Free Speed to grab the third place medal here at the Swiss Championships.
Connor, Yes, Colfer. Have you signed up to the Ulti TV Patreon yet? No, not yet. Why? We best get on it before London Invite. They've got 16 of the best men's and women's teams from around Europe, and it's the last stop before Worlds. And it's only $3.50 a month. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Well, I'll get on it late. It's on the right tab for you there as well.
Help Electric become a member.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, Ulti TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
our
work
work
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Voilà.
Ulti.tv